Hey, what's up you guys? It is Madeline here and I'm back again with another video, except today is gonna be just a little different. And if you're wondering what's going on with my face today, I don't know either. Sometimes you gotta go dark. And today was just one of those days, you know? I wanted my makeup to match my soul. I don't know. Alright, so I have actually had a few requests for this video. This video is going to be dedicated to explaining some makeup techniques and maybe some makeup phrases that people have heard but maybe don't really understand what they are and what they do. So we are going to discuss that today. And I think what I'm going to start off with is I am going to talk about contouring. I've had several people ask me what the purpose of contouring is, including my sister, who, heaven help her, is a little makeup inept. She's not like me. Love you, Ash, but you are. So contouring. The purpose of contouring is to help either accentuate or change the look of your bone structure. Bear with me here. So basically what you are doing is you are using like a bronzer or a contouring stick or contouring cream, contouring powder, anything like that, to put that in the lower places of your face. So think of your face as like one of those, what are they, the maps that show like mountains and stuff like that, but like actually show them so like they're raised up and everything. Think of your face like that. So in all of those valleys, you're gonna want to put the bronzer, the contouring cream, anything like that. So here in the hollows of your cheeks, right underneath your cheekbone. Then you put it right here on your temples. So that dips down. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put it right along here and down your nose. That one's the one that kind of like goes against the whole like map analogy that I just used. But you're gonna use that to slim your nose here. Again, changing the bone structure. And then some people do along the jaw here. So like right along / underneath here to help slim the face. So that's basically all the areas that you put contour. Next, what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to talk about highlighting, which goes hand in hand with contouring. Highlighting is the complete opposite of contouring. What you are doing is you're trying to bring light, bring attention to the high places of your face. So that's going to be your brow bones. That's going to be your nose, the tip of your nose, your cupid's bow here, and then right along your cheekbones, right here, right above where you would be doing the contour, right here in the hollows of your cheeks. Some people extend that up the outer edge of their like temple, like towards the eye here. That's complete personal preference as well. But what you're wanting to do is you're wanting to bring that light, bring that attention to certain parts of your face. Again, that helps with the shape shifting of like your bone structure, or some cases trying to like accentuate your bone structure. That's really all that highlighting and contouring is you're shaping your face. That's what it is. Usually what I use for those is I use either just the Sephora cream, highlighter and contouring creams, or I use the Ulta. I have an Ulta palette that you guys have probably seen before that I use mostly for the contour though. And then Morphe also has, which I actually have right here, this is their concealer and contouring palette 20. And this has, oh gosh, all sorts of things. So, all that. Next, what I'm actually gonna talk about is in this Morphe 20 concealer and correcting contouring palette. That is gonna be these color concealers. My sister has seen these and literally looked at them and was like, what the hell are all of these colors for? Like, concealer isn't just supposed to be the color of your skin. There are many different concealers for different purposes, okay? I'm just gonna kind of go through just 3 really that I use. I don't bother with the yellows and stuff like that. But what we're gonna start with is we're gonna start with this green right here. Green is the opposite of red, obviously, on the color spectrum. So you use green concealer to help with blemishes. So you put the green concealer on any like pimples, on any marks on your face, anything like that, to help balance out the color, to help neutralize that redness. That green helps to do that. So that's what green concealer is for. If you ever see people use that, that is to help with covering up blemishes, covering up marks, all that. Next one that you probably see people use quite a lot are the orangey red ones. They actually help with hiding dark circles under your eyes. I'm not quite sure why the orange helps with that, considering that that's not on the like the green, where it's on the opposite end of the color spectrum. It helps. Somehow it helps. If you don't have like a palette like this that has the color correcting stuff in it, you can really just use a cheap tube of lipstick. Cheap tube of like an orangey red lipstick. And you just swipe a little bit of that under your eye, blend it out, put some regular concealer over top of it, and then your foundation, and you are all set. It's the same exact thing. Same exact thing. So don't think that you have to go out and spend a whole bunch of money on a palette like this for correcting concealer for like if you want the orange one. You can just use like an orangey red lipstick. The next color concealer that I'm gonna talk about is this, it's almost kind of like a lavender. I'm not sure if it's showing up lavender in the camera, but it is actually like a lavender. In real life, the lavender concealer it helps to illuminate. So a lot of people will use that maybe in like darker areas or areas that they're gonna put highlight on to help brighten the skin. You will see a lot of people for some reason put it right here in like the what is it called? The nose. I forget what it's called. But like the area here, these two lines that your nose, that connect to your nose and your mouth right here. People for some reason will put it there. I don't really use it all that often, but when I do, I use it for like the areas that I said that I'm gonna put the highlighter on, that I really wanna brighten up that skin so I get a really good glow with the highlighter. So those are the color correcting concealers and what they're, you know, used for. Next, I'm gonna talk about strobing. And you're probably looking at me and saying, what in the shit is strobing? Trust me, I had the same reaction when I first heard of strobing. I probably heard the term maybe like a year, 2 years ago. I was like, what is strobing? What? Like what, how does this pertain to makeup in any way? But what strobing is essentially is the use of only highlighter. You are not using contour, you're only using highlighter. A lot of people use strobing techniques to create a dewy look. I know that there are some like liquid strobing stuff that people use. They'll actually like use it almost as like a primer, and then they'll put the rest of the makeup over it so that they have like an overall glow. That's essentially what you're trying to achieve when you're strobing, is just to have an overall glowing appearance. Don't get freaked out by strobing. That's literally all it means, is just using highlighter. It's not anything weird, nothing super fancy. It's actually easier than having to go through the whole contouring process of having to use the dark and the light and then the blending and then all of that. So if you're wanting to kind of experiment with that, it's good to start with that. Start with just the highlighter, the strobing, and then work your way up. And you can kind of get an idea of how your face is. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, next what I want to talk about is a word that I actually just used describing strobing. Dewy. This has gone in and out of like style, in and out of being a fad. Dewy is basically how your complexion looks. You have matte and then you have dewy. Dewy is kind of, You know, I'm just gonna say it. I think it looks greasy. Honestly, I am not a big fan of dewy skin because I think you just look greasy as hell. Like you look like you just, like you used canola oil as your primer. That's what you did. Personally, my skin creates enough grease without the help of a dewy freaking foundation. Thank you very much. Take that shit back. I don't want it. Like, not for me. But some people it works. It's a really fresh look. A lot of people use like the dewy foundation if they're doing a more natural makeup look because grease is natural. So, but see, I don't get the point of, you know, spending money on foundation that's just gonna make my face look greasy when I can just do that myself. Thank you, Mother Nature. So the next thing that I'm gonna talk about is the opposite of dewy. Matte. That's my style of makeup. I do not want to look greasy at all. So matte is where your skin is not greasy looking. I feel like matte makeup just looks more put together. It's more visually pleasing to me. It looks very, I guess flat is the word. This is matte makeup. This is a very clean, very flat, very non-greasy look. So yeah, that's basically what matte is. Oh, and then I just have some makeup tips too that I've had people ask me before. First, I want to talk about eyeliner. Depending on the kind of look that you are going for, there's many different things that you can do lining your eyes. If you're wanting an elongated eye, obviously you're gonna want to try a cat eye like I did today. You're gonna want to do a very long, preferably thin, exaggerated cat line. Cat line gives you very, very good dramatic wide eye. And then you can also do like the shorter, more upturned cat eyes, which I actually call doll eyes because that's what they remind me of, is that it gives you a wider, more doll-like eye. You want to stay away from lining your entire bottom of your eyes. What I do, like I did today, is I line the very outer edge here. And then I use some eyeshadow and I'll blend it. This here, with the following the liner along the bottom here and then using the eyeshadow to blend it, gives you kind of like a wide doll eye, but then you have the cat eye. So it's like a weird combination thing. I think it works for me, so that's why I continue to do it. The next thing is lip liner. Lip liner is supposed to follow the natural line of your lip. If you are wanting to overline your lips, what you need to do is you overline, and I actually did it today. You overline your Cupid's bow. You overline here. So you'll just slightly overline your Cupid's bow, obviously on both sides there, but then follow down on your original lip line down towards the corner of your mouth. So I overlined the top lip to help balance it out. Really, if you're wanting to overline your lips, do it so that it balances out. So if your bottom lip is bigger than your top lip, overline your top lip. But do it the way that I said. Don't overline the entire thing because then you have it all weird and then it's just gonna look extremely unnatural. If your top lip, which I don't think this is the case for most people, unless I'm wrong and there's like a freaking majority out there of people who have bigger top lips than their bottom lips, but like I said, I don't think that's the case. You can overline your bottom lip, you know, a little on the edge here if it's not. You can overline just a little on the edge and maybe a little along the bottom, but you don't want to extend it halfway down to your chin, you know what I mean? You have to be very, very subtle with how you overline your lips. I get it. The Kylie Jenner lip is in right now. Having big, gorgeous lips seems to be the thing, but be tasteful when overlining your lips. That is my suggestion with overlining your lips and how to do that. Other than that, I honestly don't think that I have anything else really to talk about. Those are just some of the things that, you know, my sister has asked me. I've had friends ask me, you know, what is the difference between all of this stuff? What does this do? Can you please explain it to me? I have no idea what I'm doing. I am your answer. I am your open book. I am your makeup genie. Ask me a question, I'll tell you the answer. But those are just some of the ones that I've gotten so far from people that are like, I don't know what the hell this is. Can you please explain it to me because what? But yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say today. If you guys have any suggestions for any videos, or if you need any tips, or you know, have any product questions, let me know. Stop by my comments and just ask me a question and I'll answer it, and I would appreciate it. But yeah, it's same deal, you know, if you guys liked this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, press that little bell notification so you know whenever I post a video, right when it is first posted, and you know, share this video, tell a friend, tell them to tell a friend, and tell that friend to tell another friend to tell a friend. Tell a friend. Because I'm really enjoying this so far, and I would love to have a great following of people who also enjoy what I enjoy. Because I mean, that would make me super freaking happy. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching my video this week, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.